With nightfall fast approaching, and Enterprise still over 300 miles from the Japanese carrier task force, Admiral Fletcher recalled his scout aircraft and withdrew back to Santa Isabel. Although unable to locate the enemy carrier, Fletcher was confident that the Japanese had taken advantage of the weather to remain somewhere near the first sighting. Fortunately, Fletcher would not have to search alone, as news of the arrival of Admiral Mitcher and the USS Hornet to the theater allowed Task Force 2 to cover the Shortland Islands operation and then join the hunt for the carrier later that day. Hello, welcome back to War on the Sea. It is 5 a.m. September 17th, and so search aircraft are up, and I have a bunch of them up. I'll show you what I have. These are the normal ones down here, just that patrol this area. I did launch a bit more from Milne Bay, a bunch of Sutherlands. The Sutherlands cover Solomon Sea, and the Catalinas cover the area right around Milne Bay. Now I have some Kingfishers up here. The Kingfishers are spread out in this area here. Here's the first one. They go out about 150 miles. I think that's about all I need. And then we have a bunch of Mariners here. Now they start here, and their pattern's in here. So I have 6 of them going out. This whole area is covered. And from Maleta, we have Sunderlands. Now these are all going basically to the northeast, because I think that the Japanese task force is still around here somewhere. So we have this one, this one, this one, this one. So sort of like that. And then I have Mariners that are going north from Santa Cruz. And then the Catalinas are kind of patrolling this other area over here. So I should hopefully be able to, so most of this is being patrolled. I also have some Mariners from here as well. I haven't decided. I want a couple of them to patrol the slot, and then the rest of them I'm probably going to send up here to help. So at this point, we're just going to roll the clock and see what develops as we go. Task Force 13, just as a little refresher, Task Force 13, heading out from New Hebrides with fuel, going to Guadalcanal. Task Force 51 is returned to New Hebrides, so is Task Force 46. Task Force 11, they have troops and supplies headed. They're going to make a run to Shortland Islands. We're going to be covered by Task Force 1's Wildcats. I think we're going to see a few bombers here, so I'll launch Wildcats here and cover them here in a bit. And I think that's all we have planned, but I'm sure something will come up, and I'm really hoping that we find the task force over here. So I'll let it roll now, and as soon as something comes up, we'll be back and get in on the action. Okay, air attacks are starting early today. It is just 5:07, and here they come. It looks like they're coming after Task Force 46. I did launch some Wildcats because I expected this, and I really should be there before they get there. At least I am hoping so. I launched them right away because I knew this was going to happen. And I'm assuming that they're flying at top speed. Okay, this looks good. Right there, I think we're going to go into tactical and try and engage them before they get to my ships. And my ships are over here. I might send a few Wildcats. Yeah, they still slip by us, even though we were in front of them. Nice. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to... Well, let's see if we can get these Wildcats to go get them as quickly as possible. Try and get everybody speed up. Okay, I think that's it. Let's check the report. I don't see them going after anybody else. Yep, 8 aircraft lost. We didn't lose anything. Very well done. We got there in time. And even though a couple of the bombers slipped past us, we were able to catch up and take them out. So let's retreat, and we're going to stay up here in this area for a while, at least for the next 354 nautical miles of endurance, a couple hours, and then we'll head back to Enterprise. And then when we get here, before we land, we will launch the rest of the Wildcats, just in case. Because if I land, I won't be able. If I land this group, I won't be able to launch for a couple hours, and I want to be able to launch my other Wildcats before that happens. We do have another task force here. I don't know what that is. This Kingfisher, though, we'll probably be able to take a look at this when we head over there. Still nothing from the Japanese task force over here. Again, but it's early in the morning. I'm going to see what this is. Also, this says 1 destroyer escort. If that's the case... Oops, that's not what I want. Let's look here. We got some Liberators. Ooh, Mitchells. Let's send those out. Let's send out 6 of them. Ooh, I don't know if this is a sub or... Because if it's a sub, we're going to want depth. Let's go out and take a look first, I guess. If it is a sub, though, let's send the Bowfighters. That might be best. Let's send all the Bowfighters unarmed. We'll just strafe it. If it's a destroyer escort, we can smash it with the Bowfighters. I believe the Bowfighters. Let's see. Do they have? They have 4 Browning machine guns and it looks like a couple of... Is that 20mm cannon? It looks like a cannon, so that will be perfect. Let's send those up. 8 of them. 8 should be enough. Let's go and go see what that is. Hopefully it's actually for real. If not, we'll just go back, obviously. Alright, let's see what this is. We'll hop into this Kingfisher and take a look. I'm assuming it's just like a, one... Yeah, oh, it's a couple ships. Probably destroyers. That's a destroyer escort. And so is that. I'm not really that concerned about them. I'm not... If I have something around here to launch... I think I'll just wait, though, because I need my fighters here at Maleta. I have lightnings here. I need them just in case something, in case I discover that task force or Enterprise needs help with air cover, whatever the case may be. I'd rather leave them here on standby in case I need them instead of going out after these 2 rinky-dink destroyer escorts. Alright, we're right over the target. Let's go tactical. See what this is. I probably want to get down to the deck right away. We're at 1,600 feet. I don't see it yet, so we have time. Alright, here it is. It is, in fact, a submarine. Let's have them target it immediately and attack. And hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. I have yet to sink a submarine by strafing. Alright, looks like she went below the waves. Let's take a look at the report. See what kind of Whoa! They're still firing? Yeah, I don't think you hit anything. Good try, though. Heavy damage, no flooding. We got a little bit of damage on her. Had I known, I would have brought depth charges, but... And the reason I just went out blind is because I have sent search aircraft before and found a sub, and then I send up aircraft to go engage it, and the sub's gone. That's happened many times before. Oh well, that's fine. Let's retreat and have them head back to base. Okay, I think we just got our first clue that the Japanese task force, the carrier task force, is still in this area. This just popped up. I'm sure it's a 0. It couldn't have come from over here. It must have come from the task force. The question is, where is it? We have these aircraft here in this pattern. We're going to find it. I mean, I believe it came from... Let's see which direction this is going. Yeah, it's going this way, so maybe it's still over here somewhere. So with all these aircraft, we should be able to find it. It's just a matter of time. I don't know how many are here. I mean, this could be a flight of 12 for all I know. So I'm going to launch... Let's go to Maleta and get the lightnings up. Question is, do I get them all up or just 4 of them? Let's do 4 for now. And if I need more, I'll get them. We're going to launch the lightnings and go see what this is. Okay, another encounter. This was a little unexpected. We have, it says, possibly 5 ships. A light cruiser. Didn't we just destroy a light cruiser here? Pretty sure we did. Let's ignore this so we can get a little bit closer. Right about there. How are my lightnings doing? What happened here? Okay, we're still chasing after them. Let's look here. See what this is. Okay, it's 2. That is definitely a light cruiser. It looks like. Yeah, destroyer escort, another light cruiser. Well, we know what to do, don't we? Let's retreat. And we're going to mark this. It was right about here. Right about there, I believe. Light cruiser. And what do we want to send up against it? What do we have at Milne Bay? Bow fighters, Kitty Hawks. I don't think that... those can reach. We could strafe it again with the bow fighters. I mean, we probably might lose some of them, but 8 bow fighters, we might be able to take care of it. I mean, we were able to last time. I think those are a little too far. Let's send out the bow fighters. Okay, I'm going to send them with rockets. I'm going to send 8 of them up with rockets. They can go 723 miles. This is only 400, did I say? No, I'm sorry, 250 miles or so. That should be plenty. What do I want? Rockets, torpedoes. I think we're going to go with rockets. All right, let's get them over there. See if we can sink that cruiser. And then can we catch these fighters here? Looks like we're going to be able to easily catch them. I want to be right on top of them and see what they are. You know, I'm not sure how our pilots are able to fly if they're this blind. We were right on top of them and they somehow got away. Don't see them anywhere. Alright, we'll retreat. And what I'll continue doing is flying in this direction. The direction they were flying, which I think was generally west. And maybe I'll pick them up again. Okay, I found them again. Let's give this another try. What's the weather like here? Maybe it's just... No, the weather's clear. My other Wildcats are returning, and I want to launch the second group before they get there. Let me see if I can engage them first. Okay, we're right on top of them. Come on. Alright, here we go. What do we have here? It is a Japanese float plane, which tells me that it's a light carrier. Alright, that was pretty quick. So it's one Japanese float plane. We'll watch it splash first. Okay. So it could be just a search plane. I don't know. We'll have the Lightnings return... How much? We still have quite a bit of endurance. So we'll have them return to this general area. And right before the Wildcats get back, we need to launch the other... The other Wildcats. We'll launch all 16 of them with no... There we go. Get them up in the air. And we'll just have them... Let's have them move somewhere over like here so we can help Task Force 11 as it closes in. How far is it? It's 2.5 hours away. Good. Okay, that other group has landed. How much longer until I can launch again? I think it's going to be a couple hours. Let's see. Yeah, 2.5 hours. Okay, so I'm hoping they can stay up for about that long. We'll see. Okay, another Japanese aircraft popped up right here. Probably another float plane, so... Let's see, which direction is it? Here's another one right here. Interesting. It looks like it's headed in this direction. Maybe the carrier didn't move at all. I'm not sure. But with all these planes around here, we should be able to spot it. Although, last I looked, the weather isn't all that great, so we'll see. Let's have this Lightning go take care of this one now. I think we may have found it. 10 ships, 2 battleships. Well, let's take a look real quick. I think we may have found it. Yes, we did. I mean, we're like right over it. Let's take a peek real quick. And what if this is? These should all be destroyers here, right? Heavy cruiser and a battleship we knew. Okay, this is different. This is... I've been meaning to... I wanted to mention this. In the last episode, I took a peek with a Mariner, and that's how I got my thumbnail. I wanted to see... I just wanted a picture of my Mariner over the fleet, and it had a different carrier. And I was wondering, okay, is that just a glitch or something? No. They have a different carrier now. This is not the same carrier that was with the fleet before, which makes me wonder, is this the same fleet? Are there 2 fleets over here? This used to be a light carrier. I don't remember what it was. It was something like, I think it was one of these light carriers, the Hio or the Ryu. I think it was one of those. Pretty sure it was. At least the fleet that I saw. This one's different, but that's okay. We'll go after it yeah, I don't remember this ship being in that fleet. Wow. 2 more Japanese fleets, apparently. I mean, that's what it seems like. Unless they switched out a couple of ships in the middle of the Pacific Ocean? I don't know. What class is this? It's a Nagato class, so it's the Nagato. The The battleship Nagato is here. And float plane carrier. Looks like 2 more heavy cruisers. I think it's just 2. Yep. Okay, well, we know what to do. Let's leave. And it was sighted right here, like right on top of this Mariner. So I'm going to leave this one up. Let's put a marking here. And I think Enterprise, I mean, we're like, how far are we away? 120 miles. Whew. Let's launch at everything. And let's go sink. We're going to at least get the carrier and the battleship, 2 heavy cruisers. Hopefully, we'll see. Well, guess what, everybody? It's true. There are 2 Japanese carriers out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So they do have 2 more task forces. The Sunderland found this one. Let's go into tactical. This is probably one with the real light carrier, I'm pretty sure. Okay, they're right over there. Let's take a look. Yep, this is the one I was thinking of. So it's still out here too. I mean, this has got to be... Is this all they have left? They don't have very many ships left, I know that. They have very few carriers, very few battleships. But we found this one too. Interesting. I had no idea there were 2 fleets out here. That makes sense though, because we did see intermittent contacts with different assets out here for the Japanese. Let's mark this, get rid of this one. And we'll put it here. This is the other light carrier. I don't know what we're going to do about this one. But we got that one marked too. We're going to send all of our search planes. Basically, they're done searching, so we're going to surround this carrier with all of our search aircraft. So hopefully we don't lose it. Okay, and this carrier has been recovering aircraft ever since the Wildcats arrived, waiting for the bombers to catch up. And I don't know, they looks like they sent out one other one. Let's put that Wildcats there, and then I should be able, let's go into tactical. I should be able to pull in my bombers. Yeah, there they are. Okay. So the fleet should be right about here. There. Oh my god, we're right beside them. Okay. There they are. Should be right here. Oh. Alright, I'm going to get my Wildcats away and set up my Avengers and Dauntlesses to play. Well, it appears they launched all their Zeros, so I guess we'll destroy them before we go after the ships. Okay, I believe that is everything. We'll check the report real quick, but I'm pretty sure they're not like going after anybody, so yeah, we lost one Wildcat. We shot down 8 of theirs. And now we'll really get ready for going after the task force. Alright, I think we're about ready to kick this off. We have, these are the two targets here, the initial targets. Heavy cruiser here, heavy cruiser here, 4 and 5. I have 3 Dauntless groups on this side for number 4, 3 on this side for number 5. All the Wildcats have moved over at this location, and they're just circling right now. And the rest of the Dauntless and Avengers are down here circling, waiting for their turn. I've reserved, well, we're going to have at least 4 of these Dauntless groups for the battleship, and then we'll have 2 kind of spares left over, plus this one. Most of these Avengers are going to be used against the carrier, and then any others we have left over will try and pick off weakened or stricken warships that haven't sunk yet. I think maybe now would be a good time to hit number 4. I was thinking about waiting a little bit to get a better situation or position, but I think we'll be fine. Come in this way, hit, and then move off in this direction, north, and try and avoid most of the flak. We're going to set up for that. Okay, let's take a look at the damage real quick on this one. I don't think it's going to be that good. Moderate. It could be better. We'll send some more SBDs after this one later. Hopefully the fires give it a bit more damage. We're going to get set up now for this heavy cruiser here. Well, she doesn't look in good shape. Let's take a look at this report on this one. Heavy damage, heavy flooding, that's a little better, but still not quite what I was looking for. That last group of Dauntlesses totally missed on this one too. So where are we now? We're probably going to wait a little bit, see what happens here, see if they'll separate the 2 heavy cruisers from the rest of the pack, and then get some probably some TBFs in place and ready to hit that carrier or the battleship as soon as we have an opening. Okay, the Japanese have left number 4 alone, or at least it has left the formation, so I sent this group of Dauntlesses after it. We're going to attack it now. Hopefully we can do more damage to it. Let's go in. reports showing just heavy damage, heavy flooding. Didn't get a whole lot on this one. But again, hopefully the fires continue. I might send some Avengers over here to see if I can take care of this, but I'm kind of waiting until the carrier or the battleship get in a position where we can attack effectively. Okay, before this heavy cruiser leaves the engagement area, I'm sending one last effort to try and sink it. Send some Avengers over. We're going to circle around and take a run at this, and hopefully we get some good hits. We'll see. I wasn't satisfied with that last run, so I sent that one lone Avenger against this heavy cruiser. I know I'm investing a lot of resources in this, but I really want this to sink before it leaves the engagement area. And let's look at the report here. There we go. Critical damage, critical flooding. She's probably going to sink. Well, at least she's not going anywhere. Oh, she's left the engagement area. No. We just can't see her we just can't see her anymore. But that's fine. I think she'll disappear. Let's have a mariner come over here and keep track of this. I want to keep track of that heavy cruiser. And we're still waiting. Ooh, this looks like it may be opening up here for the carrier. We'll see. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to wait here all day. We did move some TBFs up north a bit to try and loosen up their formation, and it did work a little bit. We got them to start turning the other way. The battleship looks like it's opening up. I have it targeted by these 4 Dauntless groups. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go in. Have them go ahead and attack. Let's go ahead and have them attack all at once. And hopefully we get some really good hits on this. Okay, I think we may have gotten some really good hits on the battleship. Let's take a look at the report. Heavy damage, minor flooding. Not really what I was looking for. We're not getting good results for this task force. So we'll see how this shakes out, and then hopefully if this battleship leaves formation, then we can go and sink the carrier. We'll give it a little bit more time. How many direct hits did we get? Look at all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12, 13, 14 direct hits, and I didn't get hardly any flooding? Wow. That thing must have a lot of armor. Well, it appears the battleship is leaving formation. It's leaving the task force. It's probably making a run for it to leave the engagement area before I sink it. I brought these my last 4 Dauntlesses over to try and get a few more hits on her. I just don't trust the Avengers to do it. So I'm hoping I get at least a couple hits, and then maybe I could use some of the Avengers to finish her up. Maybe these 4 will finish her up. I don't know. We're going to see here in a second. I think we got some good hits that time. Let's take a look at the report. Heavy damage and minor flooding still. Alright. I don't know what to do about this. It just doesn't seem to want to go down. Let's see. What do we have left? We have Avengers, and that's it. I need to reserve some of them for the carrier. I think we'll try the carrier next. And then hopefully we can sink it with one group, and then we could use the rest of the groups against the battleship. But honestly, we need to get the battleship before it leaves the area. So what I think I'll do is send a couple of these Avenger groups over here and be ready to go just in case it's about to leave the area. Let's send this. How many Avengers we got here? 3? Okay. Let's send them against the carrier, or at least get it close to the carrier. Okay, we're headed after the carrier. I got 2 Avenger groups here, and it's targeted, so I'm going to have them all attack now. Looks like we only got a couple hits. Heavy damage, heavy flooding. Maybe. We'll see what happens. 1 torpedo, 2. We got 3 torpedo hits. It might sink. We'll see. Problem is I'm running out of aircraft. I have these 2 Avenger squadrons left. And I really want to send them after the battleship. You know, I could maybe strafe this one, bring in some lightnings and strafe it. Possibly. I think... I'm going to wait just a little bit and see what happens to this one. It may sink. It's still got fires going. And it does have some flooding. What's the report? Heavy, heavy. If only I'd gotten just one more torpedo hit. Okay, I'm going to use one of these Avenger groups here. I got two of them. I'm using one against the battleship. If I do well against the battleship, I'll use the other one against the carrier. I'll show you where the carrier is. It's also leaving the group. It's right here. But I'm wondering if my Wildcats can strafe it and sink it. I thought about sending both of these against the battleship, but I think I'll just do one at a time and see how that turns out. So, this one's first. Alright, well I sent both groups against the battleship. Let's see what we got. Heavy damage, heavy flooding. Didn't quite do it, unless this fire is going to cause a lot more damage to make it sink, but doubtful. Just terrible, terrible, terrible torpedo technology. Where's number one? Here? Let's send the Wildcats after it, and see if we can at least sink that one. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, carrier going down. We lost several wildcats, probably 4 or 5 maybe, but the carrier is sinking. Yeah, she didn't look so hot, does she? Okay, very good. I think we've expended everything. What do we have left here? I don't think we have much of anything left. Nah, so let's look at the report one last time. We sunk the carrier. We sunk a heavy cruiser. Heavy damage, heavy flooding on the battleship, and minor damage on the other heavy cruiser. Not exactly what I was going for, but, you know, when you have American torpedoes, there's not a whole lot you can do. Alright, let's leave the area and make our way back to Enterprise. Hornet, I mean, and we'll probably, at this point, we'll probably bring Task Force 2 back over. How many aircraft do we have left here? Let's see, I think this is 16 here. So we have a decent amount. It's not really enough. Well, it might be enough. It's enough to take on this other task force over here. Likely, at least sink a few ships until I can... Hornet's basically going to probably go back. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, at 37-16, let's see what we got left. Avengers, we have 13. That's actually most of them. The Dauntlesses, actually, we have most of them too. Let's just, yeah, well, the Hornet's going to stay out here, and we're going to go hunt down this other task force. But that's actually all we're going to do for today, that battle. And when we come back, again, we're going to try and hunt down this task force, and we're still going to work on Soloman Islands. Didn't have a whole lot of time to do anything else in this episode, but perhaps when next time we'll have these two task forces meet at Milne Bay, load up, and get ready for Buna. We'll see. I don't know. It just depends on what the Japanese want to do. Thanks for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time.